peace is actually really, really, really terrifying if you've never truly tried it before. And I used to do a lot of meditation back at home, and generally a pretty relaxed person, you know. So I thought I would just love it up here, and now I do. But the first 3 days were so horrifying. And the reason is that when you experience genuine peace for the first time, and I mean genuine peace, as in there is nothing to do, nothing to worry about, nothing to think about, it is so strange and uncomfortable. Because as modern humans, we have genuinely never tried that before. And as I said, I meditate daily, I journal, I spend a lot of time making music, relaxing back at home, okay? I'm a pretty down-to-earth person. Most people would probably call me lazy or say that I don't do a lot, okay? But even for me, coming up here was genuinely so horrifying. And not because I'm afraid of being here. I mean, there are like a few bears in Norway and moose, but like, statistically speaking, the most dangerous animal in Norway is a tick, right? So, and it's not like the weather up here is too crazy. It's pretty warm for the most part. It gets a little cold at night, but it's not like I'm afraid of freezing to death. And you know, it's pretty high up, but I'm also not afraid that I'm gonna like stumble off a cliff or something, or accidentally get myself hurt and die, okay? I'm not afraid of being here because I'm afraid I might get hurt or something bad might happen to me. But I was so afraid of being here in the beginning because it was just so uncomfortable. Because you have nothing to relate to. You have none of the old patterns and habits you used to have. You don't have any of the relationships to give you meaning and to give you a sense of identity. There is nothing up here that like gives me my sense of identity. There are still things I hold on to. I still see myself as like a yogi or like a hippie, or and I still like sing and chant and do yoga up here. And I still brought a pair of headphones because I can't live without music. And I have a few books. But for the most part, everything that created my old identity and gave me a sense of belonging and being, and gave me a sense of comfort in who I was, is gone. And having that removed is so scary, on a level that I simply cannot explain, and on a level that I simply did not see coming. As modern humans, we are so used to having all these things that we identify with. And when they are gone, it just feels so strange and so uncomfortable. And we are so used to running from ourselves and constantly having distraction and drama and all these, you know, superficial things that we attach ourselves to, you know. Drama with our friends and family. Drama on the internet, for that matter. Wondering what we're gonna have for dinner or all that stuff, you know. Or just worrying about your bills or your future or your job, or thinking about your boss. There are so many things that we constantly are occupied with, you know. But up here, I have nothing to worry about. And I have so few things to think about. I still do a lot of thinking because I'm used to thinking. But there are so fewer things to think about. And it feels just strange in a way that I can't explain. You are so used to being overstimulated and having your head run so fast, but suddenly there is nowhere to run. And having to slow down truly for the first time ever, it just feels so fucking weird. And it's really uncomfortable because I've genuinely never tried it before. And when you have nothing to distract you, there are also many things that suddenly become clear. The first 2 days I was here, I cried for like an hour each day because I realized how many things in my life I take for granted and how many things in my life I don't appreciate. And even things I do appreciate, I don't express that enough. I don't tell people that I love them. I don't tell the sun that I'm grateful. I do now. Now every morning I say, hey sun, you big, shiny, sexy beast. I'm so fucking thankful you're here and giving me energy and giving energy to all of nature so that I can experience it. But it just struck me how woefully ungrateful I was for my life and how many things I take for granted and how many things I should enjoy, but I just don't because I'm too busy or I get distracted. It was so heartbreaking for me to realize how ungrateful I've been my entire life. And it just hit me like a knife in the chest, okay? And I just cried and cried and cried. Also because I realized not just how much of my current life I take for granted, how many blessings I already have that I take for granted, but also realizing how many more blessings and how many more wonderful things in life are waiting for me. How much of my life is not waiting for me to go and live it, okay? And that's true for everybody. The rest of my life is waiting for me to go live it. And the rest of your life is waiting for you to go live it, okay? Going on this vacation has cost me a bus ticket and like 5 kilos of oats and 4 kilos of potatoes, okay? This is the cheapest vacation I've ever been on. And it's no doubt the best I've ever been on. And it took me 21 years to realize that, hey, I can just go ahead and do this. It took me 21 years to realize that there is nothing holding me back from this experience. To realize that I can embody this experience. That I can just go and do this, okay? And I can't fucking believe it took me this long. Like, some people will say that I'm young for being 21 and like being wise enough to and brave enough to do something like this, but I still feel fucking silly, okay? Because the first 18 years of my life, I didn't do anything except sit at home and play video games and, you know, be mad at school because I didn't like school, and then do nothing else to you know, do nothing else to improve. And nothing else to create something for myself. You probably hate your job, as we all do, more or less. I mean, who really likes working a 9 to 5? Or whatever weird job you have. If you do have a nice job, then congratulations. But chances are you don't like your job and you want to make a business, okay? Or something that you can sustain yourself or financially, maybe as a side hustle or, you know, something cool. That business is waiting for you to go and make it, okay? Your artist career, your YouTube channel, your whatever is waiting for you to go and make it. Your little cabin in the woods, if you're that kind of person, is waiting for you to come and build it. Your farm is waiting for you to come and grow your crops. Your eco-village is waiting for you to move in, okay? Life is waiting for you to say, hey, I'm ready. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go live. I'm done being afraid. And until you stop distracting yourself, and until you accept silence, you will never get there. So that's what I have to say. Silence is devastating because we are simply not used to it. In the modern world, the norm is to be overstimulated, to always constantly be thinking about drama. And by drama, I mean whatever silly shit is happening in your friend or family group. Even worse, what is happening online between celebrities or like, you know, Drake and Kendrick or whatever, shit like that. Even worse than that, and I'm bringing out this one, wondering or worrying about what is happening in your Netflix shows or your video games, or your fucking movie show, whatever. So many people are just obsessed and overstimulated and constantly preoccupied with stuff that is just made up, stuff that is just drama, okay? Most people spend most of their thoughts thinking about stuff that is on the internet, stuff that doesn't even exist in your reality. You get mad about politics and drama and internet hate, okay? Or some people fucking will get mad at an artist or a YouTuber and literally spend their time and energy sitting online writing hate in comments or something like that, okay? Imagine having nothing better to do than that. It is so normal nowadays for people to be obsessed and infatuated with drama and things that don't even exist in their reality. And it's the norm. And it's fucking crazy when you really think about it. So my point is, if you can, or well, I know you can, so if you want to, and you should want to, then try enjoying some silence. Go into a forest and be alone for just like a day or two. I promise you it will feel very weird, and it will surprise you and shock you and change you for the better. And if you really have the balls, then do it for longer. I'm going to stay up here for about a month is my plan. So let's see if I go insane. Anyway, bless you.